The carnival rolled into town on a chilly October morning, with thick mist clinging to the ground and the distant sound of carousel music echoing through the sleepy town of Maple Hollow. No one knew exactly where it came from, it was just there. By noon, a banner stretched across the square reading, "Grimley Brothers Traveling Carnival, one night only." And by nightfall, the entire town buzzed with excitement. Families piled into their minivans, teens dared each other to ride the rickety roller coasters, and curious townsfolk wandered toward the flashing lights and distant laughter. But by the time dawn broke over the silent fairgrounds, 3 people had vanished. One man was in a psychiatric hospital, and the town would never be the same. It all began with Casey Miller, a high school senior with a love for thrill rides and a natural talent for finding trouble. Casey was with her boyfriend Dylan and her best friend Maggie, both wide-eyed as they explored the maze of tents, rides, and game booths. They made their way past a tall man with a painted-on smile who sold candied apples from a cart that looked like it hadn't moved since the 1950s. Dylan, ever the skeptic, joked about the creepy vibe. "It's just cheap props and fog machines," he laughed. But Maggie wasn't laughing. "I don't like this place," she whispered. "It feels wrong." Casey shrugged off the comment and pointed toward a sign that read, "The Tunnel of Whispers. Do you dare hear what you're not meant to?" The 3 exchanged glances. It wasn't on the carnival map, and it looked thrown together. Rusted steel panels and strange red symbols painted along the entrance. A carny with one eye and crooked teeth ushered them in, barely speaking. The ride was slow, winding through pitch-black corridors. A soft whispering sound, like wind but with words, seemed to echo around them. Maggie clutched Casey's arm tightly. Halfway through, the car jolted to a stop. Silence. Then a voice, not mechanical, not recorded, came from the dark. "Dylan." He froze. "Dylan Thompson. You remember what you did?" "What the hell?" Dylan whispered. The voice came again, louder, harsher. "She drowned because of you." Dylan jumped out of the car and ran into the dark. Maggie screamed. Casey tried to follow, but the exit lit up, and the ride lurched forward again. They emerged on the other side alone. Carnival workers were called. Searchlights swept the area. But Dylan was gone. No trace, no footprints, no scream. The police searched all night. At dawn, Casey and Maggie were taken home, both visibly shaken. Maggie refused to talk. She stared at walls and whispered to herself, eventually admitted to Maple Hollow Mental Health Center. 2 nights later, Officer Greg Harmon, one of the cops who investigated the ride, visited the carnival grounds on a hunch. He wanted to double-check the ride's mechanics. But when he arrived, the Tunnel of Whispers was gone. Vanished. In its place was a petting zoo. When Greg asked the carnies about it, they insisted the ride never existed. But something made him stay. That night, around 3 a.m., he radioed in that he was hearing something behind the carousel. He never finished the sentence. His patrol car was found the next morning, door open, headlights still on. Greg was never seen again. Another tale came from Lisa Grant, a mother of 2 who took her kids, Eli and Sophie, to the carnival for what she thought would be a normal night. As they stood in line for the Hall of Mirrors, a clown approached Sophie and handed her a balloon. Lisa thought nothing of it until she noticed the clown following them from a distance. The balloon had something written on it in smudged ink. "I see you." Lisa grabbed her daughter's hand and told Eli to stay close. The mirrors twisted reality, making them lose sight of each other. She called Eli's name again and again. When they finally emerged, Sophie clung to Lisa crying, but Eli was gone. Authorities closed the carnival that night. But again, no evidence of foul play was found. Surveillance footage had glitches during that exact time frame. The clown in question. No one recognized his description. And then there was Matthew Cole, a traveling blogger known for covering haunted attractions and roadside oddities. He arrived in Maple Hollow a week later, hearing whispers of the mysterious disappearances and a carnival that no longer seemed to exist. But to his surprise, when he arrived at the field where it once stood, there it was again, fully set up, music playing, people laughing. Only, it was deserted. No guests. Just the carnies standing completely still, smiling inhumanly wide. Matthew filmed everything. Footage he uploaded would later vanish from his drive. He claimed he entered a tent marked Forbidden Oddities, where strange figures were trapped behind glass. A woman with no eyes but who followed him with her head, a dog with a human hand protruding from its back, and a child with rows of sharp teeth whispering his name. He blacked out. When he awoke, it was morning. The carnival was gone. But Matthew was never the same. He posted strange, rambling blog posts. One entry simply read, "The ride never ends. They feed on our fear. Don't look behind the curtain." 3 months later, Matthew was found in a motel room in Texas. His eyes sewn shut with black thread. He was alive, but he never spoke again. Every year since then, strange reports have surfaced. The carnival appears in different states. Always with a new name. Always for one night. Families go missing. People hear whispers in their dreams. Carnival music plays faintly in the distance on windless nights. And the most chilling part, people who survived the experience all remember a single phrase carved into a wooden sign at the entrance gate. Enter only if you're ready to remember. Some say the carnival isn't from this world. Others think it's a punishment, a manifestation of guilt, regret, and secrets long buried. What's certain is this: when the Grimley Brothers Carnival rolls into your town, stay away. Lock your doors. Ignore the music. And never, ever follow the whispers.